Well, no.
No, it's sincere too. I think we really appreciate what you guys do because it's hard to get publicity.
And the other day when I was writing the advance for the first meet, I was typing Harter, and my spell checkers changed it to Carter, and I thought of your mom, and I went back and fixed it. So, not saying it'll never happen again, but hopefully I'll do better there. But
Do you even know a Carter?
Jimmy Carter.
He's always in the news.
I don't know Lance Carter, but well, hey, looking at the list of teams, you got, I think, 5 SEC teams. You got Oregon, Purdue. You got I think 4 of the major conferences covered. Just what do you think of the field?
Well, I think that we're jumping right into the fire as far as the level of competition. And I'm going to have a team meeting on Thursday to remind these kids, you're going to get your perspective checked real quickly because the talent level that's coming in to join us and competing is just outstanding. So we're going to see, the best teams in the United States head to head with a very few exceptions. And we're going to have to, be tested and try to see if we can hold our own.
Really like a preview.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the SEC meet. Anytime you have LSU or Florida in your midst, and now Kentucky with Lonnie being at Kentucky, it's going to be very, very competitive. Across the board, it used to be that Arkansas could come in and just dominate the distances and, the sprints would tally up and we'd always be great in the vault. Well, now the distances have become very competitive across the board. So there's no weak sisters as far as any of the events being down. It's going to be very competitive across the board.
You got anybody you're looking for to break through this weekend?
I think our middle distance crew is ready to go. Our sprint crew is definitely ready to go. We're going to be in the hurdles now. We missed that last week to just focus on the sprints. So I think it's a matter that from the 60 to the 5K, we're going to try to be competitive.
Are there any real highlight events from your perspective?
Any of the sprints, the 60, the deuce, the 400 are some of the most elite in the U.S. are going to be there. The mile is going to be very competitive, as well as the 3,000. So in the distance, and then the vault is always going to be a keynote, and the long jump, triple jump. Some of the better jumpers are coming in to join as well.
How big is it to get Oregon, to come all the way in from EG?
They came years and years ago. Then they started going to New York, and I think Matt, our director of ops and meet host, was able to convince Oregon to come and be part of a great competition.
Traffic isn't as bad in Fayetteville as it is in New York.
Exactly. They can get around a lot cheaper.
The restaurants are a little better, too.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And people are a lot more welcoming.
Is this like a big test for that number one ranking? I mean, kind of have a target on you?
Very much so. Very much so. It's a scored meet, which is a little bit, it's going to be scored, but I think that it might be a little bit inaccurate because a lot of us are not going to double or triple, some of our prize athletes, and I think our opposition is doing the same. It's just a matter of let's try to get good head-on-head competition.
What did you learn about your team and kind of take away from that first invite?
I think that we have a lot of talent, and we have a lot of experience returning. Anytime that you can bring 6 seniors that have all been to the national championship, have been All-Americans, to return and lead the younger charges is exceptional. And I think that hopefully they'll take care of their business, and the young ones will follow.
I know you mentioned the other day Katrina might redshirt. Is it in her foot or her leg? Where is it?
In her hip.
In her hip?
Yeah, in her hip.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you know which side?
No, I don't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
As Dean Weber used to say, there's a chance of being right. But is that, hey, she's a young girl. It's red shirt, and it's maybe not a bad thing. How do you feel about it?
I think it gives her a chance to redshirt, mature a little bit, adapt to the collegiate system. She's an amazing talent, and I think as she matures, because I think she's still growing. So, who knows? She might get an inch or two taller and develop to be a little more powerful. But we're going to address those weaknesses and try to make them strengths as well. And she could be a very lethal package in the years to come.
Was she redshirt outdoors too?
Then we're going to make that decision as we go.
So
Depends on
definitely indoors.
how she heals.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you feel like how good do you feel about your depth?
No, it's exceptional. I mean, with Taylor Werner and Lauren Gregory and Karina Villon, and then Devin Clark, we redshirted as well. That's a pretty fierce foursome. And then we have young ones behind that add us depth with Sydney Brown and Maddie Reed.
Is Devin doing good?
She is doing really well. So we're coming on like gangbusters.
See, I'm gonna write something about her red shirting. I'll get it posted on Whole Hogs today. Seriously, I'll make sure I spell your name